Welcome. We are here for the streets of Monte Carlo in Monaco, hoping for a good race, hoping for a safety car, maybe our first ever red flag. I know they're in the game, but we haven't yet seen it, which is pretty frustrating. I want to see a red flag, but regardless, it does look like we have decent pace. I'm not sure how we're going to fare around Monaco. I think it could be a good circuit for us, just because our straight line speed isn't the greatest, and you don't need that in Monaco, but also our best suit is the high-speed corners. There's not much high-speed corners around Monaco, so that's why I'm unsure as to how well we are going to do. I think if we go over here, you can see Monaco Grand Prix. Yeah, so the top speed were a little down. So the low-speed corners were actually not too bad in, same with the medium speed. And that's what you need, the low-speed corners were 9th. Okay, so we're not actually that good. I don't know why it's... I mean... Car 1, Car 2, they're both the same, aren't they? Oh, Car 2 is not as good for some reason. But, yeah, so we're 9th. Alright, probably not going to be a great weekend, but we'll see what we can do out of it. Oh, that's why... Okay, so that's why I was saying car number 2 is worse than car number 1. It's because we need to change the engine. We'll check the ERS as well. The ERS seems to be alright. And what about the gearbox? The gearbox is okay as well. Alright, so now both the cars should be working up to speed. Alright, Q1 should be pretty straightforward as long as we don't get held up on our lap. So let's send them out straight away. Both of them at the same time. Gasly and Magnussen going round. Please no one come out of the pits right as they're coming through the pit. There we go, okay. So we've gone through the pit straight and they're both doing their laps. So Gasly out first. Now Magnussen, a 110.7, not bad. The Mercedes of George Russell goes a little bit faster. You can see Magnussen and Gasly around the same speed, but we should be safely through into Q2. So we'll see you in Q2. Alright, so this seems to be a bit more of Magnussen's weekend. He was faster than Gasly by about a 10th in Q1, and you could see he is a little bit faster than him right now. We are going to send both drivers out because I'm not sure if we're safe. We've got Ferrari in the bottom 5 because he couldn't get a lap in. So we'll send both drivers out again. They did that lap on a used set of tyres as well, so we're right there with the Mercedes. Maybe we could beat one of the Mercs in Q3, but I think the main goal right now is to make sure we get into Q3 as cars are about to finish off their flying laps. First with Lewis Hamilton, how much of an improvement can he put in? Only a 10th, so maybe we are closer to the Mercedes than we might have thought at the beginning of the weekend. Can Gasly improve and make sure he goes into Q3? Yes, he can. He improves a little bit, but stays in the same spot. Magnussen, he improves a little bit, but stays at P6 as well. So we're just under a 10th from the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton with Kevin Magnussen. And Gasly's about a 10th further back. So Magnussen getting the better of Gasly. But it does all come down to Q3 as Gasly scrapes through into Q3. You got the Alfa Romeos looking pretty fast as well. Remember, we are fighting the Mercedes and the Alfa Romeos. And you can see only 5 constructors making it into the top 10. And we've got to try and out-qualify Bottas, Vettel mainly, and also one of the Mercedes. So Gasly has to get his act together to get up there. Magnussen needs to put in a worldie of a lap to try and get higher than P8. But it's gonna be a tight Q3. This is not a track where you want to, you know, be quite far back. So it's all about qualifying. Monaco is. I'm sure many of you know this. It's very difficult to overtake. It's a little easier in this game. You can make a few overtakes, as we saw last season, but we still want to be up there because it's not going to be easy, and you can get better strategies in. You can see we're about, I mean, what, 7/100ths away from Lewis Hamilton. So if Magnussen can jump ahead of Hamilton and get P7, that'll be a fantastic result. Bottas is absolutely flying. Vettel is a bit lackluster down in P9 and Gasly in P10. We did do those laps on a used set of tyres, so it's not over just yet. We can improve. And now as you're going to see if we are improving. We're going to put a 2x speed. Magnussen is not, and neither is Pierre Gasly, so it's not quite going to plan in the first sector. Gasly is the car in front. Let's see what he could do in the middle sector. Can he improve? We've got cars about to cross the line. So Valtteri Bottas is crossing the line. I don't think we're going to catch him, but Sebastian Vettel is one that we can. I think they actually just started their laps. So the Alfa Romeos got out right at the very end, and they're starting their laps right now. So across the line comes Pierre Gasly. He can go ahead of Vettel. He's done the exact same time, so really he should have stayed behind. So Gasly is probably going to start P10 because I'm sure Vettel can improve. Magnussen cannot get ahead of the Mercedes, so it's at least a P8, P9, but I think Vettel is going to go ahead of Gasly and potentially Gasly. So we could be starting P9 and P10 and not be in any Alfa Romeos or any Mercedes. Vettel comes across the line. Did he improve? Oh no, I think he must have came into the pits. I think he might have came into the pits, so he didn't get that last lap in. So Vettel is going to start from P10. So Gasly actually beat him by 1/1000th of a second to get into P9. I was going to say, if they did the exact same time, Vettel would be the one in front because he did it first. But Gasly did beat him by 1/1000th. So P8 and P9, both Haas cars did get ahead of an Alfa Romeo. But Bottas all the way up into P5. A little disappointing we couldn't maybe split the Mercedes because Hamilton did look a little bit slow this weekend. It's these sorts of tracks where we've got to pick up points with both drivers to try and basically just get some points on the board. Because, I mean, I don't think we could see the constructor standings right now, but Alfa Romeo and Mercedes have pulled a little bit of a gap away from us. So we need to close that up as soon as possible. You can see historic safety car chance 50%. We didn't get one last season. It was a really boring race, so living up to expectations. But hopefully there could be a safety car to shake it about this time around. We got options. Do we go... I think we go for a long stint to start with Pierre Gasly. We'll go hards to softs. Magnussen, who's starting P8, we're going to go mediums to hard. So we're going to switch up the strategy. We'll split them up. I think if we do a longer stint for Pierre Gasly, we're more looking at a safety car. But I feel like we have to split it just in case maybe a safety car comes out. At least one of the drivers can take advantage of it. Whereas Magnussen is probably the more ideal strategy. You know, you get a good stint in the mediums and then you switch to the hards. So not many people can undercut you. But let's get into the race and see if we can get a good start off the line. Maybe gain a couple of positions going into turn 1 into Sandevort. Or maybe we just crash out. You know, we did it in Australia. Pierre Gasly went flying into the back of George Russell. Don't do that again, Pierre. Let's get a good start and let's see if we can get up the grid. What a start that is from Pierre Gasly. He's up in a P7 already. He's got ahead of Russell. Magnussen dropping down to P10, but Gasly has got a fantastic start up in the P7. Magnussen now back ahead of Guan Yu Zhou. That is absolutely necessary to get ahead of that AlphaTauri. So great job from him. Gasly's losing out now to George Russell, or is he? He is fighting this all the way down the hill and he's actually lost out in the end. So Gasly losing out to George Russell, but he did get ahead of Kevin Magnussen. That's an unbelievable start. Good thing for Magnussen to get ahead of the AlphaTauri of Zhou, and Zhou could hold up Sebastian Vettel, which could be very big for us indeed. And I reckon there'll be a bit of a gap forming between P9 and P10 if things stay the way it is. Although Zhou is on the soft tyres. You know, oh, the top 5 are all on the soft. So you got Hamilton and Russell on the mediums, Gasly on the hards, Magnussen on the mediums. So you've got a bunch of different strategies going on. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because if they go on the softs and they pit early, they're going to be stuck behind a few cars, and we could take advantage of that. And you can see already there's a 1.2 second gap between Zhou and Magnussen, so there is a gap that's going to be forming there. I think we swap the drivers around, you know. I think we got to swap the drivers around. If we swap the drivers around, we've tried to push on with Gasly. It hasn't worked. Can we swap him around now? Now would be a good time. Don't fight your teammate. Let him pass, Pierre. You're on the hard tyres. You're on a different strategy. All right, now get going. Don't let Zhou pass you as well. Shit. Oh, no. He's let Vettel pass him as well. That's absolutely tragic. That is absolutely tragic. I thought he was just going to, you know, let Magnussen pass. Then back 3 he goes, but he loses 3 places. Oh, mate. Oh.
Yeah, take it easy.
That is tragic. That is, I mean, that's Pierre Gasly's fault. You let him pass, and then you keep going yourself. You don't let 3 cars pass, you donut. All right, let's see if Magnussen can close it on the Mercedes up ahead. That is very, very frustrating. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, K-Mag. Oh, my God, it's a red flag. Oh, my goodness me. We were saying it before the session. Can we see a red flag? And it's a red flag on my own bloody driver. What's he done? Magnussen comes around the corner. He's our best bet. He's been looking great all weekend. He just spins it, puts it in the wall, hits an AlphaTauri, and brings out the red flag. And you know what happened? The red flag absolutely suits the front 5 drivers, because now they can switch off the soft tyres without having to make a pit stop. Magnussen, you've absolutely screwed us here. Oh. Yeah, I see. K-Mag has multiple damage. I tell you what, he's probably ruined his engines as well. So we might as well switch tyres, I guess. Go on to the mediums. And then we'll do mediums to the end of the Grand Prix. Nothing else we need to switch. I wonder, now that we're going a little bit longer, would there be potential rain? Because it's an extra 20 minutes added to the end of the session. So, but anyway, we are ready for the race restart. I think we're on lap... I don't know what lap we're on. Lap 17? Lap 16? I don't know when he crashed. Lap 15. Okay, but here we go with Pierre Gasly. Can he go full attack mode on this opening lap to try and gain a couple of positions? He's up into P10. He's got ahead of an AlphaTauri. Let's see what everybody else has done. Everybody's gone onto the hard tyres, potentially to get to the end of the Grand Prix. But we had to switch it up. We've gone to the mediums, and we're going to go to another set of mediums to make it to the end of the Grand Prix. So Magnussen really screwing up our strategy, screwed up his race as well, and he's cost us a lot of points, a lot of money, because we're going to need to buy more parts, a lot more grid penalties at the end of the season. Gasly's already made a mistake like that. This is not going as expected. Mick Schumacher didn't even do this much damage in his first year for Haas. So very, very frustrating. But a decent start for Gasly on the restart, and he's up into P10. Tell you what, he is on a charge. He just got past Sebastian Vettel. Let's watch this overtake. How did he do it? Did he go around the outside here? There's no way. Vettel gives him the room, and he says, thank you very much. He goes around the outside to the inside, and he gets the move done, and now he's on the back of Guan Yu Zhou. We need to get past this AlphaTauri. If we can get past this AlphaTauri, the race is alive again. Is he going to try the same thing, go around the outside? No, he's going to go down the inside. He went through the wall, and he got the move done. He's gone through the wall again. Okay, so they just like going through the wall around Monaco. I want to see that overtake again, but I don't think I'm going to. It is P8. Oh, here we go. Let's see the overtake. Let's see if he did go through the wall. I mean, you couldn't see it from that angle, but it definitely looked like he went flying through the wall from the angle that I saw previously. So, yeah, he's gone through the wall. He has gone through the wall. So, Gasly going through the wall here in Monaco, finding shortcuts which other drivers, they can't find themselves. But we have used up all the ERS. That's what I did not notice. All right, we need to get a move done on Lewis Hamilton. He's dropped away from the front of the pack pretty rapidly. Can we make a move down this straight? We're going to get DRS. We've got overtake on. Come on, go for the move. Is he going to go around the outside? No way can he fit around there. Yes, he can. He's got past Lewis Hamilton up into P7. We've got a 4-second gap now that we can try and close in on Russell up ahead. Hamilton looks really, really slow here for some reason, so I don't know what's going on with him. But now that we've got the move done, we can close up on the cars up ahead, and it's not going to take too long. He's already got out of DRS range from Hamilton. He's got the fastest lap. Yes, every other car is on the medium tyre, on the hard tyre. I'm probably going to go to the end of the Grand Prix, so it's not looking great for us. But Gasly is making some moves done here in Monaco. We've had a crash. We've had a crash. What's happened? It looks like... Is it a car up ahead? I don't know if it is, but there is a yellow flag. Oh, it's Carlos Sainz. He's going very, very slowly. So he's had a crash. Let's see what he's done on turn 3. Has he done something similar to Kevin Magnussen? He's come around the corner. It looks like it's going to... Oh, no, he's been hit by the Red Bull. And he went flying into the wall. Surely there's damage on his car. It doesn't look like his front wing's pinged off. But Pierre Gasly takes an extra place from that. Says thank you very much. I'm not sure if Sainz's car is damaged or not. We'll see if we can pull out a bit of a gap from him. You can see we're about 2.8 seconds behind George Russell, 2.4 seconds ahead of the Ferrari. The Ferrari looks alright, so Sainz has got away with that with no damage, but he is going to be behind us. We are thinking about a pit stop very soon, and Sainz actually breezes past us once he catches up. So not too much damage done, well, no damage really done to his car, but he has dropped several positions. I'm surprised the Red Bull didn't get a penalty for that. He punted him into the wall. Yeah, Hamilton's breezed past us as well. See, the problem we have right now is, do we go for another set of mediums? Because these mediums have only lasted, what, 26, 27 laps? Since we put them on for the red flag? So what does another set of mediums do? If that does another 27 laps, that's not going to get us to the end of the Grand Prix. That'll get us to around lap 70 and they'll be dead. So, do we put on the hard tyres? But we don't have a fresh set of hard tyres. So we need to go light on these mediums and try and take them to like lap 50. I'm not sure if the hard runners are going to be alright to the end of the Grand Prix, I think we've basically been screwed by Kevin Magnussen. We have a bit of ground from the cars behind, but we've got to try and take these tyres for as long as possible. Yeah, your tyres are gone, mate, but... Yeah, all right. We're gonna pit you next lap. Okay, we need to pit him. We need to pit him. We're gonna pit him onto a new set of mediums. What's happened here? What are they saying? Oh, it's the tires that are bad. So we're gonna pit him now onto a new set of mediums. You can see we don't have any other set of hards, so we could set him on, put him onto the used set of hards, but we want a new set of tires. So we'll put him on to a new set of mediums because he's lost so much time to Guan Yu Zhou just in that last lap alone, and back out into P14. Some cars do have to pit. Norris has to pit. These medium runners, they should make to the end of the Grand Prix, but we're going to be a lot faster than them. So we're just going to chill in the race. We're going to go light on the tyres to make sure they get to the end of the Grand Prix. And we're just going to cruise. We're just going to cruise to see if we can close up to the back of these cars. At least to the back of Alex Albon and Guan Yu Zhou. And hopefully we can at least beat them. Alright, there's a huge pace difference between us and Ocon, which is good. Good to see. So the hard tyres are definitely struggling a little bit more. We want to be careful. We don't want to use up our tyres too quickly. So we're going to go light on them. Once we catch them is when we have to go for it. We have to go for a move and we have to get it done quick. And we're right in the back of the Alpine now. So it's pivotal that we get past the Alpine of Ocon, the Alpine of Alonso and the AlphaTauri up ahead. Let's go for it. Come on. You've got to get him down this straight. You have to get him down this straight, Pierre. Going round the outside of the Alpine. We are losing. We got no more ERS, but he's got to get this moved on. Can he get past one Alpine? Yes, he can. All right, now go back light on the tyres. So we're going to do the same thing again on the other Alpine when we next get a chance. So close it in on Alonso. When is the next best opportunity to go for it? Do we go for it? Down into the chicane. Can we get this move done? Have we got enough speed in our car? I don't think we do. We saw him do it earlier on in the Grand Prix, but not quite yet. He's going to have to settle behind the Alpine, and we're going to try again down the straight. If we can get 3 overtakes in 3 laps, we're back in this race. So let's go for it again. So we're going to go full attack. We're going to go push. Try and get past the Alpine. The Alpine's defending the outside for some reason, and we can't get through right just yet. We're going to harvest some ERS, and we're going to try again in a lap time. Go on, Pierre. Oh, I thought he could have went for the move. All right, we're going to try again in a lap time once we've got some ERS back. So we're still on the back of Alonso. The AlphaTauri is kind of annoying us, but we've got some ERS now. We can go for the move down this next straight. We're so much faster than the Alpine. We have to get the move done. Literally have to for our race. So now we're going to go for it. We're going to go overtake. Now we've got to get the move done. We've got the overtake. We've got the attack mode. Come on. Oh, it's Fernando Alonso. You're not going to get past Fernando Alonso very easily, are you? So Alonso doing his best to defend. But what a move that is. What a move that is from Pierre. Come on. Up we go. Up we go for Pierre Gasly. We've got 18 laps to go. Those hard tyres, I think, might go off. I think we could be in for a big shout here for a good point scoring position, but we have to get past this Alpine. I think the best time to do it is down that straight again, and he won't have DRS, so it should be easier than it was to get past Fernando Alonso. We could get this job done on Alex Albon and put us back inside the points. We're going to go for it now on Alex Albon around the outside. The medium tyres are working beautifully. Up we go. Okay, we're going to go standard on the tyres. These tyres will make it to the end of the Grand Prix. The hard tyres, though, could die out. We are catching Guan Yu Zhou at such a rapid rate. Look at the time just go down and down and down. We're going to be on the back of him in this next lap, and we're going to make the overtake stick very, very easily. Are you ready? Down this straight. Oh, we got on too late. We're going to do it next lap. So we're going to get the overtake done on Guan Yu Zhou next lap. We've got to get it done now, and we can maybe close in on Vettel up ahead. So down this straight, we're going to go full attack. We chucked on overtake. Surely we're going to get the move done. Down the inside, we go on Guan Yu Zhou. Come on, get the move done. See you later, Guan Yu Zhou. You're down into P10. Up Gasly goes. Let's keep going. We can honestly get a lot higher. Look at these hot. They're gonna be gone in the last 5 laps. We could close in a lot. We could get Sebastian Vettel at least and get at least a P8 from this Grand Prix. Oh, Hamilton's coming to the pit. So Hamilton's actually pit. He comes out ahead of us just. Guan Yu Zhou comes into the pits. If other people come into the pits to put the soft tyres on, we could potentially get ahead of them before they do. Oh, we missed out. If we would have got past Zhou and Alonso that little bit quicker, we could have got ahead of Lewis Hamilton. But let's see. Other cars are coming into the pits. All right, so we're not going to catch them. But Bottas and Russell comes into the pits. Verstappen now into the pits. If Vettel comes into the pits, we will jump ahead of him. But he might just try and stay out there. So everybody comes into the pits. So there goes any chance of getting past them. Sainz does not. Neither does Vettel. So if Sainz and Vettel don't come into the pits, we could actually beat him. So now Sainz comes into the pits. Where is he? He's coming out the pit exit right now. I don't think we're going to be close enough. Hamilton all over the back of Vettel, who now comes into the pits. We're all over the back of Hamilton. If we harvest a bit, no, we're not going to get past Lewis Hamilton. We're not going to have enough speed. I think P8 is where we're going to get. Sainz is out of the pits. So P8 is where we've come out. We're not going to be close enough to fight with Hamilton. He's on the soft tyres. But P8, I think, is a good result for Pierre Gasly. I think Magnussen's just had an absolute howler here. I was hoping the AI was just going to stay out on those hards, and they were going to be really, really slow at the end of the Grand Prix. But they made the smart decision to come in for the soft tyre. Verstappen absolutely ran away with it, and Bottas has ended up getting a podium because Sainz stayed out too long, and Perez. So Bottas for Alfa Romeo is bringing in the haul of points, which is not what we want to see. Gasly brings in a few points for us. Magnussen, who looked quicker than Gasly, crashed and brought out a red flag. So, a disappointing weekend for Magnussen, and a disappointing weekend for us. We were looking at a double points finish here in Monaco. And to only come home with a P8, yes, it's 4 points, but we've lost out big to Mercedes and Alfa Romeo again, because Mercedes get 18 points, Alfa Romeo picked up 17, we've only picked up 4, we're 6 points behind Alfa Romeo, and we're a bunch of points behind Mercedes. So that battle for P3, although it is heating up, we need to get both drivers into the points more regularly, and we're going to have a lot of grid penalties towards the end of the season. You can see Max Verstappen is leading the Drivers' World Championship with Leclerc in second, Sainz in third. Gasly and Magnussen down in 8th and 9th. And you can see Gasly's got 11 more points so far this season than Kevin Magnussen. So the new driver is working out. Magnussen failing to score there in Monaco. We didn't get fast as that because they pitted onto the softs at the end of the Grand Prix. A little bit frustrating, but smart move from them, I guess. So I think it was a P8 and a P9 if Gasly, or if Magnussen doesn't crash. Potentially even better, because that red flag screwed up our strategy, kind of. We were hoping for a late safety car, and we were trying to prolong those tyres for as long as possible. So the red flag came at the wrong time, but yeah, at least the P8, P9 was available for us there. So a little bit devastating. Next time we'll be in Baku, so another street circuit. I'm not sure how this one's going to fare for us, because we are struggling with top speed, but we do have upgrades coming in before this race. So if you are enjoying this series, make sure you go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.